I remember how I used to judge the hippie people, all those weirdos, doing like meditation and yoga and fasting and eating just vegetables and barefoot walks through the woods while I was eating my cereals laced in sugar, watching the news. I used to judge them. Weirdos. No shoes around either, like no shoes anywhere. No shoes. But here's the thing, the universe is always, this is what I believe, and it's worked for me. The universe is always giving you a chance, or giving you omens, or giving you nudges to step into your truth, the best version of you, to get you living your best life, to help you express fully as yourself, and to have you feel in the higher states, the higher emotions of joy, of freedom, of peace, of bliss, of excitement. The universe is always trying to get that for you. It's always trying to give you that. It's always trying to nudge you and move you towards it. And the longer I resist those omens, those nudges, the more painful life becomes. And the less we resist, the more we let go of how we think life should look, the easier, the better, the more joyous, enjoyable, more fun life becomes. I'm not here to preach at you and say, I'm living better than you and you need to go and move into the woods and meditate under a tree. I'm not saying that you need to do all that stuff. I don't know if you or anybody needs to do that stuff. I don't know. I just know that what's worked for me is just adopting that bit more of a holistic lifestyle. And I'm not preaching, hey, I still eat meat. I'm not preaching veganism and going off grid. I'm not preaching that. But what I would encourage you to do is look at where you're judging others, maybe shaming others, but also still feel somewhat pulled to what they're doing, somewhat intrigued to what they're doing. See, while I judge the hippie crowd, something inside kept pulling me towards it. And it wasn't until I let go of who I thought I was and how I thought life had to be with this materialistic way. Hey, I appreciate the good stuff in life. I appreciate all the good material stuff. I love that stuff. God, universe, angels, send me more of that. Please, totally grateful for everything that I have and even more that's available to me. I'm totally appreciating and grateful for all the good that this world has to offer. But having that as the determining factor to happiness and the prerequisite to happiness and joy, that's messed up. It's the wrong way around. It's how I believe this world, and what I mean by this world is the somewhat tyrannical, oppressive, manipulative world, depending on what your beliefs are about the people in power and stuff. I believe that that's what their intention is to keep us chasing in the pursuit of happiness, thinking that once we get all the stuff, that then we'll be happy. But what I found is, having had all the stuff and been unhappy and depressed and actually suicidal, actually when I had the most of everything, in terms of stuff, I was the most unhappiest. And then getting to the lowest of the, not the lowest of the low, but getting to the point where I had nothing of stuff, but I was in a place where I was totally at peace and joyful and happiness. What happened was life bounced back from that place, and the outside world just mirrored back to me the happiness that I was coming from, the peace, the joy that I was coming from. And that's why so far 2020 has just got better and better and better. Hey, in January I had a good thing going. Like I had a contract with a business that was giving me probably 80% of my income, right? And then we parted ways. I disagreed with the way that they were doing business. They disagreed with the way that I was conducting myself there. So we parted ways. Now, I could have been in stress and survival mode and fear mode going like, oh my God, 80% of the money that I'm bringing in has just gone like that. Or I could trust the universe, trust that everything happens for me, and come back from that place to where I am now, where I'm earning more now than I was then. And I'm not even doing any of this subcontracting work, and it's all completely for myself. And it isn't because I've tried to make it happen or tried to get to this point so I could be happy. It's that I came from the place of letting go of everything that I thought I needed to have, do, and be in order to be happy and enjoy life. I let go of all of that, things that I thought I needed, and I allowed myself to just be that first of all. And life just expands and keeps going forwards. And while my ego is saying, oh my God, Matt, it's Monday lunchtime. You should be eating right now. Or you should be sat in front of your computer and doing like sales stuff and trying to build the business and move your life forwards in this way because you've got bills at the end of the month, or you've got like these goals that you want to hit and you need more money for that stuff. It didn't feel right. It felt heavy. What I felt called to do was just get out into the woods, take the shoes off, go for a wander, really ground myself in the woods, come home to the truth that everything is okay now, everything is exactly as it's meant to be, and I'm on the right path for me right now. When I let go of judgment and who I'm supposed to be and what I think I'm supposed to do. And then out of that groundedness and that state of peace and joy and just sheer bliss of this moment and sheer gratitude for this moment right now, boom, a 7-minute so far 6-minute and whatever second video has come out of it that could potentially help somebody else, that helps me express my truth and become who I am and step more into that helps me push away people that aren't aligned with me, because they'll be like, fucking weirdo wandering through the woods without his shoes on, he should be at work in a suit and like hating his life because that's what the majority of people are doing, and he's being different. No judgment, by the way, I've been there, I've lived that life, that 9-to-5 office suit lifestyle, pursuing happiness. I've been there, so more power to you if you're doing that, and if you're not happy, then I encourage you to listen a little bit longer and let these words fall into you. And like I said, like out of me, the non-resistance to life and dropping the shoulds. Michael Beckwith talks about stop shoulding on yourself. After letting go of everything that you think you should do or I should do, this comes out of it. I push away people that aren't aligned to me. I'm more likely to now attract people that are aligned to me. So if I'm saying, oh, I need to go out and attract a mate or some different friends or some more business opportunities, I need to go out and do that, then I'm coming from a place of where I am is not good enough and I need all that stuff. However, I ground myself in that I'm good enough just as I am right now, and then this comes out. I mean, I'm more likely to attract people who are more aligned to me and my truth and my story and my journey, push away people that aren't, and I'm more likely to attract everything else that I desire, more clients, more opportunities, more lovers, more friends, more health. Like even on that level, like health and happiness, I want that to expand every single day, and I'm more likely to get that here, doing what feels right and letting life work through me, than chasing it and pursuing it. So I hope this message lands with you today. You'll have got something from it. You don't need me to tell you the points of it. You'd have got something from this already. Something's already speaking to you. And I'm not saying you need to go fasting for, what am I on, about 14 hours fasting now? Barefoot walking through the woods. I'm not saying you need to go and do that. What I'm saying is close your eyes, feel into your heart, your intuition, be guided by what's in here rather than what's in here and what's out there, rather than being guided by what society says you should be doing. I did that for long enough, and it's not a good thing to follow because most people are unhappy, unhealthy, depressed, broke, anxious, stressed, having shit relationships, having shit sex if they're having any sex at all, with not much opportunities for their life. That's where most people are, so you probably don't want to be following most people. Look at who's living a life that you want to live, feeling how you want to feel on a consistent basis, not just now and again, on a consistent basis. Watch them, follow them, listen to them. That's what I did. That's how I'm living my best life, enjoying my life the way I want to live it. It's not in alignment with everybody else, and I'm not saying everyone else should live a life like this, but I'm living my life true to me, and I don't need to say how happy I am. I've got nothing to prove to anybody. Well, that's because I followed the people who are doing or experiencing what I wanted to experience, the joy, the happiness, the peace, the fun, the excitement. Anyway, I'm off to continue my walk through this beautiful, beautiful woods. Beautiful woods. Any questions, let me know. Thank you very much for watching. If you've never tried it, by the way, barefoot walking in the woods, if you've never tried it, go and do it. If you've never tried fasting, go and do it. See what shows up for you. A few other things. Meditation, if you've never tried it, go and do that. That's it today. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon.